we're back. And just like I thought, the sun rose. The sun rose in the east. It did. So I had to stop at Mazda and pick up fuel filters for the Turbo 2 and the Vert. And the homie pulled through, brought us a new ECU, well not a new ECU, a used ECU from his stash. And of course it worked. I believe in my troubleshooting, but the way it works, you never know what the actual problem is until you fix it. So I've never known a Z32 ECU to just die the way that he said this one died, but sure enough, it's dead. And it doesn't work. The DA showed up. Now there's two here. RX-8 is also on its way out. It's loaded up on the trailer. We also found out what that wire was. It was, in fact, the starter signal wire. Then Josue is pushing through on the RX-8. He has a new reservoir in. He's putting it all back together now. So we're gonna fill this thing up, bleed it, and then this car will be ready to go as well. So that's two RX-8s that are leaving this week. Z32, this side is all done. Wiring is where it's supposed to be, hoses are where it's supposed to be, the couplers, everything, this whole side is finished. And this side is on standby. I need to order some 3/8 hose to make this repair here for the power steering line. Then after that, all of this stuff can go on. And then the Z will be done and also ready to go. All these cars leaving, and it's only Tuesday. Now that the Z is fixed, the owner asked us to just look it over. General eyeballs, just to see if there's anything worth seeing, anything critical, anything so on and so forth. So that's what we're gonna do. Pull the under tray down, what's left of it, and then get a better look at what's going on here. But underneath looks really good. It's dry everywhere, which is nice. See, is the dry shaft in one piece? Yeah. Drive shaft's good. Diff bushings look all right. This is definitely an 80,000 mile car for sure. It's really, really, really clean under here. Everything. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. Very nice. So we already got the oil change done for him. Of course, we date all our filters. So you know. Everything is present. Heat shields, exhaust, the whole nine. The only leaks present, of course, are power steering related. As expected. That's just kind of part of the whole Z32 thing. It's kind of hard to have one that doesn't have a leak from the power steering somewhere. Trans is completely dry. Oil pan is completely dry, which is super cool. Everything is really, really, really nice. Also, I just noticed these frame rails are chewed up. I don't know if you do that with the jack or what. Normally this is the area that's destroyed because people try to jack it up from the pinch, which you can't. You gotta use this piece. That's fine though, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. All right, Z is all sorted out. Z is good. Josue is checking the timing belt out now just to see what it looks like. But just preliminary, there's a bunch of RTV down there and the hardware looks really new. So more than likely it was done already or addressed or something. But I know at least the water pump looks like it was changed. But yeah, so while he's finishing that up, I'm gonna start looking at this thing here. The love of my life. My first. The DA. Obviously I also have one. I have an XSI sitting right over there. And this is its USDM counterpart, the GSR. Yes, B17. You can tell there, moldings say VTEC instead of DOC. There you are. Ooh, yoy. Cruise control, ABS, a battery. This car is fully equipped. Fully equipped. And there it is, DB2. Right there on the VIN. For the uninitiated, the GSR, oh, I just noticed that. Damn it. Wait by. For the uninitiated, the GSR, the DA, is a very, very, very rare car. Like a lot rare. Of course, this is the only car that came with the B17. Once the Z comes off the lift, this is gonna go on the lift and we're gonna start tearing this down. Drove this thing around and it drives fine mostly, but it feels off. It's 100% low on power. There's something's not quite right. And while you're driving it, it'll like pop, 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 pop. Like it sounds like a BMW burble tune. and I don't think it's supposed to do that. And then that paired with the lack of power, the timing might be off. So I pulled the cover back to check the timing belt. It's all brand new under there, water pump, the whole nine. Everything's brand new under there, so maybe they just put it on wrong or something, which is really easy to do. The head is real noisy as well. Power steering is loud, but overall it drives very well. It's pretty nice. RX-8 is done, Z is done, DA is here. Red RX-8 went home, and the Z is in the final stages now. Welcome to the pinnacle of the 90s. This is one of the most incredible cars ever. Automatic seat belts? Yes, sir. Wow, this clutch pedal feels awful. Oh my gosh. That's bad. Quick backstory on this Z here. This was a recovery project. So, long story short, he got played over the course of like 10, 15 years or so. And ultimately what happened was, it was a head gasket repair that ended up being a stop leak repair. And it lasted for a real long time until it just didn't. And it destroyed every single bearing in the bottom of the engine, and the whole TT motor that was in here was just destroyed. So none of it could be reused. So we pulled everything out. Oil cooler, the motor, all of it. And we had to start from scratch. So we got a good used NA motor, and then we made it TT with basically all new everything that we could go to. No real upgrades other than the manifolds, the AUS injectors. So AUS 850cc side feeds, AMS manifolds, AMS downpipes. These are stock turbos, which we had to get new ones, new used ones. That's a long story too. And then he's got a full exhaust on here as well. So very simple setup, lots of work, but simple setup. And then he's on a Link G4. And then of course, every Z owner should have a dual wideband, which he does, and it's phenomenal. We also did some custom modification stuff. As you can see, the fuel lines don't go over the top of the motor. We modified the rails and put the bungs on the back, like how the aftermarket top feed ones are. And we ran the fuel lines along the back, along the firewall. So we got our regulator here, fuel filters in the normal spot, and that's it. So it's really, really clean on the top of the motor. So minor upgrade stuff, and then we got our Mac valve hanging out over there. Full hike is delete, and just oh, and I guess this is really the big upgrade here. Is the brake master stopper, big deal. New brake master, clutch master, everything. All the maintenance that could be done was done. Alright, Z is all done. Next thing we really need to do is just put some miles on this. Now that the turbos are new again, and put some time into it, make sure it's all straight before we hand it off. But now we get to move on to the star of this week, the priority of this week, the GSR, the DB. For documentation purposes for the community, this is GSR number 000726. So these cars aren't individually numbered or like plaques or anything like that, but there were not very many of them. Anyone who's owned a GSR for real and actually cared to own their car, they'll be able to tell you which number GSR they had. So anyone who knows about number 726, here it is. Found its way here. The DA is seriously an impressive car. It is my favorite car, my top car. Believe it or not, this is number 2. I love the DA so much. I own 2 of them myself, one of which is my XSI, and my other one is an LS. In fact, it's an LSS. So it's got the two-tone interior and a sunroof. And it did have cruise control. Then I took it out. Yeah, but I love the DA. I love the DA. Shout out G2IC. Shout out Neil. So why is this car here? The DA is here for a lot of little things, is what it is, honestly. He sent me a list. The list goes from 1 to 10, but he only wants 1 through 6 done. Let me see where it's at. He wants all the oil leaks fixed, rear main or trans leaking, he's not sure. Axles need to be replaced or something done with them, he's not sure. Right inner tie rod, question mark, he's not sure. Change the thermostat, maybe. Check timing belt, replace, he's not sure. And a brake fluid flush. And then there are a few extracurricular things on there that I don't think we're gonna get to. So overall, this car is not in the best shape. It's definitely very old, obviously. And its maintenance level is basically 0. But it's fine, because overall, it's a really good car, because it's still a GSR and it's still a DA. And it's all in one piece. And other than this, which after looking at it, I think this would be a really easy repair. I'm no body man, but from the videos and other things that I've seen, this looks like it would be a really easy fix. All we have is this car for the rest of the week. So tonight is just pregame and getting ourselves organized and getting a plan together for exactly how we're going to tackle this. And then we're just going to blast through it. Zeke came by with the blue FD. We got some stuff planned coming. We got some stuff planned coming up. He wants to switch over to a Haltech. He got a 2500 for Black Friday. So he wants all the sensors, and we got to get a new harness, of course, and all these different things, and so we got that sorted out. And of course, the Z went home, so that's dope. Tomorrow and for the rest of the week, we're gonna be working on the DA. We're gonna get that sorted out. All right, so see you guys tomorrow.